Alright, in this video we're going to talk about basically the same thing, but we're just going to do this guided practice in the book, which is on page 41. Same thing again, nothing different. For number 4, they're asking for, let's look at the picture. They're asking for 2 acute vertical angles. So again, vertical angles, they share a vertex and the rays got to be opposite. And like I said before, if the 2 lines make an X, chances are you got vertical angles, and we do. We got 2 here, which are acute, which is what they want. And then these 2 here, these 2 big obtuse angles, forget about this ray, this dividing ray, but these 2 obtuse angles are also vertical because they're opposite from each other. They share the same vertex B and the rays go in opposite direction. Alright, so let's name the first one. Name 2 acute vertical angles. Alright, that one is going to be, put it here. Again, I don't have the angle symbol, so bear with me. But the acute angle is ABD. No, ABF. Excuse me. ABD is actually a straight angle, so that's a no. ABF, which is this right here. This angle here. And the other angle is CBD. And again, you can name the angles differently. Instead of saying CBD, I can say DBC and make sure that the vertex is in the middle. So those 2 right there are what we call acute and vertical. Now the other example is the obtuse. So for that one, let's just get rid of this so you can see what I'm talking about. And if I get rid of this here, let's see how well it works. And not bad. Let's try it again. Let's make it bigger. If I get rid of this, right, it's a little bit easier to see. So now what we got is 2 obtuse vertical angles, and you can see that, right? So let's just put it in. The first obtuse angle is ABC. Again, you need to put the angle symbol. I can't, so that's why I'm not doing it. If not, I would. And the other one is FBD, right? And if you notice, now that I took out that ray that was basically dividing it, doesn't mean they were congruent. It wasn't a bisector, it wasn't cutting it in half, but it was dividing angle FBD. So for some, it might be hard to see. Now you see that, you're good. Alright, so those 2 are easy. The next one is the measure of supplement of an angle is 60 degrees less than 3 times the measure of the complement of the angle. Find the measure of the angle. Okay, so the measure of the supplement of the angle is 60 degrees less than 3 times the measure of the complement of the angle. So we got 2 things here. We got the supplement and we also got the complement. So remember, supplement angles mean they add up to 180. Complement angles mean that they add up to 90. And remember the rule, 90 before 180, which is the same thing as saying C before A. So that way you don't get them mixed up. So for this one here, we have to actually combine 2 equations. Let's think about that. Let's see if that's true. Let's just try to work with this. Sometimes you got to think about it, so let me just think. And while I'm thinking, see what you come up with, and then see if we come up with the same thing. So what I will do here is, let me see, 60 degrees less than 3 times the measure of the complement. Alright, so that, to me, that reads this. 60 minus, and when it says less than, that's basically saying, oh, it's actually the backwards, so it's really 3x minus 60. Let me take out the caps. Minus 60. Measure the supplement of the angle is 60 degrees less than 3 times the measure of the complement. Okay, the measure of the supplement. So the measure of the supplement would be 180 minus x is equal to 3, and it says 3 times the measure of the complement of the angle. So that would be 90 minus x. Okay, this is what I got. Let's see if this works out. Let's read it again just to be sure. The measure of the supplement of the angle is means equal. So the measure of the supplement means always means 180 minus, because supplements add up to 180. So if it's a supplement of the angle, that means it's 180 less of it, because it's, you know, working backwards. Is equal, and it says 60 less than. When you see less than, that means you're taking 60 out of, in this case, 3 times the measure of the complement of the angle. So the complement of the angle, of that same angle, would be 90 minus x. So let's see if this works out. Let's try it. Let's give it a whirl, as I say. Alright, so we'll leave the left side the same. And then here, we'll distribute the 3. So 3 times that is 180 minus 3x minus 60. Alright, right off the bat, for some of you mathematically inclined, you know the 180s will cancel. The reason is because if we subtract 180 from both sides, they're going to just cancel each other out. So let's just do that first. Some of you already see that, so you can just scratch them out, but for the purpose of this video, I'll just leave it as it is. So then here we got minus x equal, and then what we got left is negative 3x. If it's minus, that means negative. Don't forget, negative and minus the same thing, over 60. I just bring this up because I can. Let's bring this up because I can. Let's bring this up because I can. Alright, so let's move with this. Alright, so let's continue. Alright, so we got this, so then I have to combine like terms, which in this case would be the x and the 3x. No, well, in this case, yeah, the rule still applies because the smallest variable is negative 3. So let's just do it here. So I'm just going to rewrite it, just so you can see what I'm going to do. And we'll just move from there. Alright. Okay, so then here, let's just add the 3 to both sides. Excuse the messiness. Alright, these 3 x's cancel, right? Minus 3 plus 3 is 0. But this is really minus 1 plus 3, so that means I'm going 3 to the right, so I'm going to be at 2. So it's 2x. Minus 1 plus 3 is the same thing as 3 minus 1. So that's why you get 2x equals negative 60. Then here you divide both, and you get negative 30. No, that's not right. Yeah, no.